Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Fury back again, bringing you a different style of video. I had this actually requested from my friend today who is just getting into competitive, and I figured I might as well make a video about it because there's a lot of people that are going to be getting the game like for Christmas that are going to be trying to get back into competitive. So this is going to be a setup, like a class setup video, and these classes are going to be way different than like a sub player kind of, because I'm mainly using ARs, but I do have like some popular subs that I like to use. So I'm gonna first go through my classes, and I'm recording this live, by the way. I'm trying this out. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. It's like a live commentary, I guess you can say, but I'm going to be going through my classes, and then after I go through my classes, I'll be showing you like the game modes and the game types and like the maps. So let's just jump into the classes. So first off, I ignore the names right here on the left, because I changed them around a lot. So my first subclass, I like to use this a lot in like rushing situations on S&D, or if I need to rush somewhere on domination to get to a flag. I like using the Bison. Right now, it's probably the best submachine gun like in the game. A lot of people, there's like a lot of variety in the sub game right now, but I feel like most people are leaning towards the Bison because it literally rips through people. And I have a flash suppressor, and it's not like an actual suppressor in any other Call of Duty. This is just like, as it says, reduces muzzle flash for precise aiming, so it helps you with like medium to long range gunfights. It's not gonna like act like an AR obviously, but it does give you like quite a bit of range with it, the gun. And then a foregrip, because with the fast rate of fire on this gun, it kicks a lot obviously, so the foregrip is just to try and minimize the kick on the gun. I don't have a secondary, but that's because, or secondary or grenades, because I'm running so many perks. If you want to run a sub or like a lethal, I would probably use a Suntex if you're a sub machine gun player, and then like a stun. 9 bangs are banned in competitive, so don't use those. Or a smoke or stun for this. Or I guess if you're a rusher on Dom and you're trying to get a flag, trophy systems would be good too. And then like really any of the pistols, any of these four, the PDW is banned, I believe. Any of these pistols, like it's all preference with the pistols. So I'm using ready up because obviously with a sub you're gonna be sprinting a lot, so you want to get your weapon up faster. Agility to be like completely like the fastest player on the map. Marathon to go with agility, so you can sprint long distances. Steady aim for, again, like when you're sprinting and then you get caught off guard, you can just spray them down, kill them. Dead silence is a must, no matter what Call of Duty, especially in this one, because like you can probably sound horror through dead silence, because the footsteps are so loud in this game. So you definitely need dead silence. And then focus, obviously, if you're like aiming down a sight because you know someone's there and they get the first bullet off on you, you want to be using focus, because then it reduces the flinch when you're hit. Specialist, I don't know why I don't have like a second specialist thing, but the reason why you only want to have 2 specialists is because of, if you have 3, then it takes 8 kills and then 2 more kills to get your bonus, which are the perks below. But if you have 2, it only takes 8 or 7 or 8 to get to your bonus. So moving on, this is going to be getting into the main ARs that I use. I love the SC2010. It's a perfect combination between like far range, like, and like fire rate. It's definitely like one of the fastest fire rate ARs, and it does have a lot of kick, so I use the grip. And again, same thing as with the Bison, I use flash suppressor because I often need this AR to like perform downrange, like long range kills. And then red dot, obviously, to just be as precise as can be. And I'm using the 3 attachments, extra attachment thing, because it's kind of like, I feel way more comfortable using 3 perks or 3 attachments than just 2 of them. And then I don't have a secondary or lethal or tactical. If you're gonna use a lethal with an AR, since you're gonna be far away from objectives, use the frag grenades, and then same like anything, either smoke, concussion, or trophy, whatever you guys want to use for certain situations. And then I also use this SE2010 class to be like a mobile AR, so I use agility, marathon, dead silence, focus, all like pretty much the mobile class setup for people who are running around the map trying to get map control. And then again, specialist, like it's any perks you want really. And then my other AR class, this is my like utility for S&D. This is what I mainly use in S&D. Like I don't have 2 different class setups for S&D, by the way. I just use every single class. Like you can still use this class even though it's mainly used for S&D. You can still use it in Dom, especially if another team's using smokes. You want to either use thermal scope or the tracker sight. The tracker sight right now is definitely overpowered, so it's gonna get banned, so that's why I've been trying to practice with the thermal scope. Same thing with the flash suppressor and the foregrip. With the thermal, it bounces a lot, so you're gonna need both of these 2 attachments to keep the fire rate and like the kick down minimized. I actually do run a secondary on this, the MP443. Like I literally don't pay attention to any of the secondaries I use because they're all pretty shitty. Don't use them a lot. And then lethal tactical I don't really use a lot of lethal or tacticals. And then I wouldn't say this is like technically a full out like mobile AR class, but I do have agility to get around to like flags on domination or bomb sites pretty fast. Ready up for when I'm trying to get to that dom site or bomb site really fast. You're gonna need it if you're sprinting a lot. Dead silence obviously must, focus must, and like I said, extra attachment if especially on this class because you have the thermal and you need 2 of the counter kick attachments. So then my other Remington class, this is what like I use for main slaying and domination. Just a muzzle brake. This increases the damage over long ranges, so obviously if you're gonna be camping or controlling power spots, this is what you're gonna want to use. And then red dot for precise aiming down those long range corridors. And then M9, like I said, secondaries are all pretty shit in this game. And then since I said I don't have like a separate S&D class, this is what I use for S&D if I know that they're going to be rushing a bomb site and planting. I use a frag and a stun, so I can stun them if they're rushing to slow them down. And if I know they're on a bomb site, then I use the frag grenade with danger close. Danger close increases damage dealt to its explosives. This is another thing that's really OP that hopefully will get banned. And then dead silence, like I said, is a must, and focus is a must on an AR, or pretty much on anything really. Again, don't know why I only have 1 specialist thing, but I apparently do. Put rhodium. So yeah, any perks in the specialist spark package. Yo, okay. So AK-12 is probably the most underrated AR in the game. It's super strong, like the strongest AR in the game, and it doesn't have a lot of kick, but I still have foregrip because it's an AK, so it does have some kick, but with the foregrip it pretty much eliminates almost all the kick. And then muzzle brakes makes the gun even stronger than it is like without it, so it literally melts to people. Definitely try it out, and you don't even have to use a red dot sight because the iron sights are really good. Obviously it's an AK, so it usually does have good iron sights. And then fuck secondaries, lethal. I have, like, since I'm using this for S&D and domination, I have the extra lethal, so I have 2 frag grenades. And then I also use this as a somewhat mobile AR class setup because I use agility and then ready up to get like to power spots fast and that type of stuff. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And here's my second subclass. I use this a lot in Blitz. The Vector is probably the second best sub in my opinion. Some people like argue that the MTAR is. I've used the MTAR before, and I do like the MTAR, but right now I'm just feeling the Vector. So I got the damage, like the increased damage break, muzzle brake thing, and then I have the foregrip. You need a foregrip on the Vector because it kicks like a mule. And then secondaries, whatever, and then I have a concussion to just like stun people who are rushing in Blitz or whatever. And then I think this is pretty much almost the same exact perk setup except for quick draw. I don't have quick draw on, but on this class I do have a secondary and a tactical. Again, strike package is whatever you want. And then if you're newly into competitive gaming, you probably want to know what perks are banned. You can do that by, so like, there's two ways to set up the rules for competitive Call of Duty. You can do it manually, which I'll show you the manual rules, or you can just press enable COD esports by pressing the start button. And then it shows you, I think, which perks are banned. So like, Recon's banned, Gambler's banned, Ping is banned, Deadeye is banned, Amplify is banned, and Stalker is banned. And it'll like show you launchers banned. I guess you can use a PDW. And then it sets up the game types, or it sets up the rules for you. So you can see here, actually this is perfect because I'll just show you the rules now. So the main difference why people don't use COD esports, by the way, is because it has like a 70-second countdown before the game even starts. So it's a really long countdown and people don't want to wait. So most people will put these rules in manually. So for S&D it's a minute and a half, bomb timer is 45, plant 5, defuse 7.5, score limit 6, round switch every round. This I don't think gets changed. The only thing that gets changed in here is friendly fire is enabled. Field orders are off, kill streaks are on because of the specialist. I think field orders is the only thing that changes in here. So those are the S&D rules. Joining progress not allowed. And then let me turn off the rules to change the game type. Game mode, I mean. The domination. Click on the rules. This is unchanged. Or this is 5 minutes. Score limit unlimited. Those two things change. That I don't think changes. Spectating team only. That shouldn't change. Respawn delay changes to 5 seconds. Friendly fire does change to enabled. Again, field orders is the only thing that should be changing in here. And then to the final game mode, which is new to this Call of Duty, to any Call of Duty, is Blitz. Again, it's like the CTF without flags, and you go into the teleporter and it teleports you back to the spawn. Changes to 5 minutes unlimited, same as domination. That shouldn't change. This changes to respawn delay 5 seconds again. Friendly fire enabled. And the only thing again changes in here is field orders. Alright, so that's pretty much going to be it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want me to make like separate S&D classes for you guys, feel free to let me know. And also, my friend wanted to know what sniper to use, and I would say the L115, and I would put probably a chrome lined barrel in there. Increases the damage, it decreases the accuracy of it though. Maybe you don't want to use it, I don't know. And like thermal is really popular on this game. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hope you really enjoyed this video. Hope that you find this very useful. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Fury. I'm out. Peace.